Welcome back to FreightWaves Now on this Tuesday morning. We're here with our retail analyst, Andrew Cox, talking a little bit about his point of sale newsletter that's coming up this week. Andrew, of course, we've got the newsletter and we've got your show/podcast. Give us a quick little rundown of what's coming up today.
Oh yes, so I've got great quarter guys this afternoon. Kevin Hill is with me. We've also got a special guest from a regional parcel carrier. So I didn't really know that these were all that big anymore, but we're gonna talk about what it is to run a regional parcel carrier today on Great Quarter Guys. And then tomorrow, I'm very excited to have my good friend Matt Newberg, who runs this company called Hungry. They are a new media company that focuses on kind of the intersection between tech and food. And we're gonna be talking about GoPuff and micro-fulfillment, Amazon grocery, and kind of the next leg of hyper-convenience.
GoPuff, that sounds like a technological Cheeto. Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah, GoPuff is actually this really cool company that was started by two kids at Drexel University a few years ago, and they really just started delivering kind of essentials to college kids, food and snacks and paper towels, and they've grown rapidly since then. They're now valued at over $9 billion. They are delivering in over 600 markets. They run 250 of their own micro-fulfillment centers, basically little dark stores that they deliver over 3,000 SKUs from. They are a very prominent company. I think they're going to be a big player in the next few years.
My life would have been so much easier if I didn't have to go to the grocery store as a college kid and didn't have to work that in around my insane class schedule.
It's a pretty amazing offer, really. They give between 3,000 and 5,000 SKUs delivered for a flat fee of less than $2. That's the only fee that they have, and they do it in less than 30 minutes. So it's a really good offer.
Amazing. And speaking of grocery stores, point of sale newsletter today, we're talking a little bit about one grocery giant who's paired with Amazon, but is maybe trying to take a step in a new direction.
They are. So Whole Foods announced just last week that they are going to have an organizational realignment, which is going to fully centralize their product buying.
Which isn't necessarily their shtick.
No, it's not, right? Like Whole Foods has always been a place for local product discovery, and it's been a place where local brands have gone and stopped being local brands.
Right.
You know, and most of those connections to local brands have come from regional buyers, where they go and they discover new products at a farmer's market, or they do it through a friend referral because they know the area and they know the products in that area. And sometimes you'll have Chattanooga, let's say Hoff's hot sauce that will only sell to one Whole Foods here in downtown Chattanooga. That is an amazing opportunity for Hoff's, but that opportunity may go by the wayside because what Amazon or what Whole Foods is trying to do is centralize the buying. There are benefits to this. You can eventually get lower costs and higher margins. You may even be able to have some tighter control on the quality, but Whole Foods already had really tight quality on their foods. You have some of the best produce there to begin with, and people don't go there for low cost. People go there for better quality and for a better experience and for local product discovery. So I really just feel like it's it's polar opposites to say we're going to go centralize buying and get better at the local level, and that's what they're saying they're doing. I don't really see how that's going to work.
I mean, I go to Whole Foods and I'm expecting to spend $18 on a bottle of coconut milk. It's not necessarily something that you go to expect those low prices. And you're right, I go and I love seeing local Chattanooga brands or even some of the smaller brands that are in the smaller towns around Chattanooga that have said, hey, I'm gonna bring my cheese or I'm gonna bring my homemade soap and sell them at Whole Foods. So it seems like you're losing out on the opportunities to meet some really cool brands that way.
Yeah, I agree. And Whole Foods has pitched it as a way for the stores to focus on their operation. And what that reads to me is let's do more online orders. Let's do more orders for Amazon. Let's just make sure that we can run our store more efficiently. Because right now, over the past year, their stores have gone quite inefficient. If you go in, there's more pickers than shoppers. There's the areas where there's usually food marts are packed with pickers and packers. So it's a little bit crazy right now, and I think that they are just trying to increase that throughput, but I think it might come at a detriment to the quality of their product.
Do you think that the partnership with Amazon has kind of led to this whole idea of centralization and the need for you want it now and you want it cheaper instead of you can take your time and you want the quality?
Well, that was kind of a thing. That was one of the big fears when Amazon acquired them back in 2017, was that Amazon was going to strip away everything that made Whole Foods special. They were going to turn them into just glorified warehouses for Amazon grocery. And that has a
big box grocery store.
Right, exactly. That hasn't really come to pass. But neither has the material, the benefits of owning by Amazon. Like their prices aren't much lower because prices have come down, but prices were so high to begin with that you haven't really noticed the difference at the end of when you pay out. So I wouldn't say there was already a move to centralized buying at Whole Foods prior to the acquisition, but people had kind of staved it off and in fear of this happening, of them losing their ability to discover new products. But definitely Amazon has accelerated that push.
I will say my favorite cake in the entire world is the berry chantilly cake that you can buy from the Whole Foods bakery. I will die for that cake, and it's already expensive, and it gets even more expensive. I don't know if I can stand for the cake anymore.
I understand. Yeah, I mean, I haven't been in a Whole Foods since the pandemic began, but everybody says that it's not as welcoming as an experience as it was pre-pandemic, simply because of all the Amazon pickers and packers running around everywhere.
I can 100% agree with that. So go read Andrew's point of sale newsletter, subscribe to that on FreightWaves.com. Go catch Great Quarter Guys this afternoon and Point of Sale tomorrow.